Good evening. We will now call our August 25th, 2015 School Board St. Lucie County Regular Workshop School Board meeting to order. Good evening to all, and thank you for coming out tonight. It was quite rainy on my way here, and I was wondering if any of us was going to make it, but I see we have a good showing. So thank you for coming out this evening. Also, we want to welcome, as always, our viewing audience. At this time, would you please stand with us for the Pledge of Allegiance? Directly after, I'll remind you of the Kids at Hope Treasure Hunters Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our Treasure Hunters Pledge. As an adult and treasure hunter, I am committed to search for all the talent, skills, and intelligence that exist in all children and youth. I believe all children are capable of success, no exceptions. Thank you very much. I want to remind our audience, if there is any that would desire to be an unscheduled speaker, please fill out the forms in the back and turn them in to Ms. Harrison immediately, who's on my far left. Our vision for St. Lucie County Public Schools is that in partnership with parents and the community, we will become premier centers of knowledge that are organized and around students and the work that is provided to them. Our name will be synonymous with the continuous improvement of student achievement and the success of each individual. Our promise is to move from good to great on our core business, which is the creation of challenging, engaging, and satisfying work for every child every day. And this is the St. Lucie's way. Special order of business, Superintendent Gent, would you please begin on that area, in that area?
Thank you, Dr. Mills. I'd like to have Dr. Perry, if he'd come up to the podium. And what we want to do is do a recognition for one of our high school bands and some leadership activities they're involved in. Dr. Perry.
Madam Chair, board members, Mr. Gent, those students have not yet arrived from band practice.
Oh.
So could we hold off if it's okay for a few
Yeah, we
minutes?
can, what we can do, if you could just give us a general overview of what they did, and if they show up, then we could probably recognize them. If not, we'll bring them back.
I did receive a text that they're on the way.
They're on the way.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll just give you the overview. Madam Chair, school board member, Superintendent Gent. Each summer, band students travel all across the state to attend music camps. At the camp, students hone their leadership skills, perfect performance techniques, and learn show routines that may be performed during our halftime performances. One such camp is the Pennies Camp held at Eckerd College. Pennies Camp is one of the largest and oldest, most respected camps in the state. Students study with world-class instructors who are making a major impact in the band and auxiliary world. St. Lucie has had band students attend Pennies Summer Camp for over 20 years, and some of St. Lucie's employees have even served on this highly acclaimed staff. Treasure Coast High School Titans marched into this summer's Pennies Band Camp with a strong leadership team that took the camp by storm. The long-standing annual camp held at Eckerd College was host to numerous bands seeking to refine fundamentals and enhance their specialized skills. You had guard captains Elisa Altman, Sandra Fiera, who earned superior ratings at the camp. Likewise, the two drum majors earned superiors at this camp. The Titan band leaders made their mark on this camp in a very strong way. One of the highest awards that they can receive over the 4-day camp is the Spirit Stick. They, as a leadership team, received the Spirit Stick on 2 different occasions at that camp. Together, the student leadership team earned at Pennies Camp were recognized for the overall outstanding school for the entire leadership team. And as we think about the 5 levels of leadership, trying to reach that pinnacle level, these students highly were able to influence their band students, their band members throughout the course of this coming year. As a previous staff member of Penny's Band Camp, I can attest to how hard it is for these students to earn these awards. So it's great to see that Titan Band is continuing the long tradition of excellence for St. Lucie Public Schools Camp. And as they would say at Treasure Coast High School, I don't see Dr. Weil, Titan born, Titan bred. I want to also tell you, because just this past weekend, band directors from District 13 met. Mr. Hall, who's the band director at Treasure Coast High School, is one of our graduates. So we're pleased to have one of our graduates leading one of our groups. Over the course of the 2.5 years that he's been there, the band this year has grown to be 174 members. And because of that, he has been nominated for the Tom Bishop Award at the state level. So we're hoping that his packet would be accepted and he would actually earn the award for his nomination for the outstanding work that he has done in recreating the dramatic overturn at Treasure Coast High School. Titan born, Titan bred.
Thank you very much, Mr. Perry. Board members, we're going to call for a vote for the consent agenda. We have the agenda before us, and I would entertain a motion at this time to adopt the agenda as presented. So moved by Ms. Hawley and second by Mr. Ingersoll. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Okay, do we have any conflicts or that you might need to declare on any of the items that we will have come before us this evening? Seeing no conflicts, Superintendent Gent, we will receive your recommendation.
Recommend approval of the consent agenda as submitted.
Okay, thank you, board members. We have received the superintendent recommendations. Are there any items that you wish to discuss and therefore pull out for separate vote or comment on? Yes, Ms. Hilson.
Comment on 8.02, please.
Okay, Ms. Hilson, regarding the 8.02, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, may we hear your comments, please?
This particular agenda item deals with a law firm that is working with our in-house attorney as well as Mr. Harrell, and I would like to thank Mr. Ferguson, our in-house attorney, and Mr. Harrell for the recommendation. This is a very, very important issue with the school board moving forward with a charter school that is now refusing to transport our students. So growing up in St. Lucie County, to me, this is a huge issue when we have public schools that say they will not transport children. And I do appreciate that our attorneys have done the research and found a team to work with us. This is a situation that has to be addressed, and I'm proud to say as board members, we have taken a step forward to do this, and we are being watched. We're being watched by the whole state of Florida and probably throughout the nation, how we move forward and how we address what we believe are the rights of children, all children, not just some children. So I do just want to say thank you to our attorneys, our superintendent, for doing the research and helping us to be the very best we can be in moving forward with this issue.
Thank you, Ms. Hilson, for your comment. We have already received the recommendation, board. May I hear a motion, please? So moved by Ms. Hilson and second by Mrs. Hensley. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. We will now go to our other business. Final orders of expulsion, cases number 15-018 and number 15-021. Superintendent Gent, may we hear your recommendation?
Just give me a moment here.
Okay.
Recommend the board approve the final 2 orders of expulsion for cases number 15-018 and 15-021 as presented and attached.
Board members, we have his recommendation. May I hear a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Ms. Hensley and second by Ms. Hawley. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, this motion carries 5-0. Superintendent, we'll go right into your update this evening.
Thank you. First off, I do have a couple of things to say. First off is we have completed our first week of school, and we've had by all accounts, a very successful opening at our school centers. It's something that we don't take for granted. I always tell our staff, only take for granted those things that you want to go wrong. And from all of our different departments, I know our cabinet folks are here this evening. I know we have several principals and school-based administrators and assistant principals that are here. From our transportation, our maintenance, our facilities, our custodians, our food service, our clericals, our teachers, our administrators, I just want to say publicly thank you to all of them for a very, very smooth opening. Hopefully, it's the beginning of, not hopefully, of a great academic and successful school year for our students. But I just wanted to publicly thank those groups. If we got some principals in here, can you give me a little bit of a wave? Because they're the front lines. Okay, a lot of them here. Okay, some of the APs, where are my APs at? Okay, very good. And then my cabinet crowd over here hiding, wake up. Okay, there we go. Okay, but I want to sincerely say thank you to them, as well as some of the different organizations in the community, our local law enforcement, our own security department. Mr. Ruther and his team stay very late to make sure we didn't lose one student, never have, never will. And so we're very, very thankful for a very successful and safe opening, and just want to again thank everyone for their efforts. Secondly, we had some assistant principals that were approved by the board over the summer, and I want to recognize them at this time and make sure that this becomes commonplace that we recognize our administrators so that the board is aware of who they are. So what I'll do is when I call your name, please stand up, and we'll start off with Alan A.J. Bevacua from Parkway Elementary. There he is. Lisa Davenport, Treasure Coast High School. I thought she would be transporting the band with her. All 180. Paul Gavoni from Del Cassens. Bria Lamb, Mariposa Elementary. Susan Mannion, Centennial High School. Leslie Taylor, Westwood High School. And Yasmin Thomas Dickey, Oak Hammock, K-8. Today I attended also with Dr. Mills my first St. Lucie County Education Foundation meeting, and it was a great meeting, well attended by the folks on the foundation, and just want to do a plug for them that they have a current programs going on right now, the Adopt a Class program, where any individuals, organizations, or businesses can adopt classrooms, get teachers some supplies or resources for their classrooms. Last year, over $15,000 were raised, so we'd like to top that this year. Also, their fundraiser coupons for classrooms. I know they've talked to most of our school centers, but that will be ongoing as well, and look forward to a great relationship with the Ed Foundation as they help support and enhance education here in St. Lucie County. And one other plug for the Children's Service Council on September the 10th, and I know that Vice Chair Hensley is also the chair of that group, and they'll be doing what's called the Sundays in the Park at Tradition Field on the Saturday, September the 5th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There'll be free books given out, free ice cream sundaes, baseball tickets, arts and crafts, and you get to meet Clutch. If you don't know who Clutch is, that's the mascot for the Mets, which could be the highlight of someone's life, to be able to meet Clutch at that early age. But anyway, I want to do a plug for that as well. These agencies, one of the things we want to do is really reach out and work with our community groups and our community agencies as the Ed Foundation, Children's Service Council, and other groups that are out there. So I think it's important that we help support them as they support us, and we're looking forward to great partnerships with them. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Gent. Attorney Harrell, any comments, any updates? Okay, thank you. We'll start on the end over here, Ms. Hensley.
I have two things coming up. Our consortium is meeting this Friday and Saturday in Fort Lauderdale. Our major issues that we discussed at our work group have been forwarded. They're on the agenda. Today, they were set on to the State School Board Association Advocacy and Legislative Priority List. And the State School Board Association's meeting is in Sarasota, and that's next week for 3 days. The reason this seems to be so early on is because the legislative committee meetings start on September the 16th. So we want to be prepared to make sure our issues are in front of the legislative committees early. So that's it, and I'll give you feedback and tell you how things went.
Thank you, Ms. Hensley. Ms. Hilson.
Just wanted to say a thank you to everyone who's here, everyone who's watching at home, everyone who is still at their school working diligently. It was a smooth start. I feel very confident about this year, except about the hurricanes. So everybody stay close to your weather channels, and we have been through it before, so we will try and keep our community and our children prepared as to the very best that we are able to do. I wanted to also thank the superintendent and our staff members that helped us through our retreat. And I thought it was very interesting, very informational, well done. And it's nice to be in a room where everybody gets along. I appreciate that. We usually do. One of the other things I wanted to mention, I was at an Early Learning Coalition meeting for inclusion, and one of the things that we're trying to do diligently with the Early Learning Coalition that funds school readiness and VPK for our young students is to look at the speech and language, the occupational therapy, the physical therapy, because their mission is to fix it on the front end and not wait till the students show up in your VPK classroom or in your kindergarten classroom and try and fix what should have been done much earlier during those developmental years, which I say over and over again to anybody that will listen. 80% of brain development in children takes place by the time they're 5, and so we have 20% to work with by the time the children come into your classrooms. So it is imperative that we get behind moving forward into early intervention, and it makes everybody's job better. It's better for the children. It's better for the families. And again, thank you all for everything you do for our community, our children.
Thank you, Ms. Hilson, so true. Ms. Hawley, please.
Yes. Well, I too want to echo Superintendent Gent's exclamation of what a smooth and wonderful start we had to the school year, and that is all due to you and to your passion for children and teachers and providing a safe and caring workplace for them to come to every day. So thank you for that. It has been a real joy to be out and visiting with all of you as I've been able to be part of your Tunnels of Hope and that sort of thing. So it's exciting to see children and smiles and laughter in our hallways again, and look forward to them being back here in the boardroom with us as well to entertain us. So. And also, thanks to the Education Foundation for the kickoff celebration that they hosted for all of our returning staff folks at the Endless Winery and Vineyard, August the 14th. I attended that. That was really, really a neat experience to watch so many teachers that might have been new to our district starting to form relationships with fellow teachers and fellow staff members from other schools, not just their own schools. So it was really nice. And for you, Superintendent Gent, I appreciate you that you were there, and look forward to a very good year with our Education Foundation moving forward and doing good things for our kids as always. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hawley. Mr. Ingersoll?
No report, I'm good.
Okay, I'd like to also to echo a little bit what Superintendent Gent talked about the Education Foundation. As he said, there was over $15,000 that were given out to our classrooms last year from this foundation, and so far, I think I heard him say so far they've raised $3,500. So that we do have a ways to go with them. Anyone that would like to adopt a class that may be looking at us as far as on our program that comes on the channel, school channel, you can adopt that class. by going to the foundation website. That's EFSLC, which stands for Education Foundation, St. Lucie County, EFSLC.org, and you can adopt a classroom. And our teachers do appreciate, and our schools, whatever you can give to help with that class. And that's any amount at all, makes no difference. Also, they do have their book that has come out, and this is the second year that the fundraiser has been done with the book. Just last week, I used several coupons of my book this year, so those of us that have gotten one have really appreciated it. You get your $20 back the first time you go out to eat with your husband or wife or family, and you've got it back. So I already brought mines, and we ask that you go out somehow and support them and also enjoy yourselves with the coupons. It's buy one, get one free. So if you buy a whole entree, you get a whole entree free. So I enjoy the coupon books, and I wanted to mention that this evening. You can buy where can they buy the coupon books? So, well, of course, you can go to the foundation website again, I'm sure, and get that information. But we also, anyone want to make comments on that? Where to go? Foundation office here, right here on the district level. You can come in as well.
They can buy them almost at every school.
Oh yeah, of course, that's going on.
Every
Good.
child gets one or two or three, so every school should.
One each. One each. Unless you want a second one. Only
Yeah.
one each. And that's
Every
important.
kid,
I'm
yeah.
glad you mentioned that. These books are not free, parents. When the books come home, you have to send back $20 or send back the books, okay? But have fun with it. It's really enjoyable. And there's a lot of places here in Fort Pierce and a lot in Port St. Lucie, a lot of things to do through this book. I've had a lot of fun with it and look forward to this year. Also, I wanted to also thank so much our Kids at Hope process and the mentality that we have gained as a county being Kids at Hope people, which means all children are capable of success, no exceptions. Our first days of school, we had 17 schools participate in the Tunnel of Hope, and we welcomed over 15,000 students here in St. Lucie County as they entered into their own individual local schools. We had district staff participating, we had teachers, we had first responders. A lot of them came out. Thank you so much, community leaders, as well as others in the community, and our roundtable members and staff. And we just want to thank the entire community for being willing to give of your time to come to one of the schools and help welcome our children. And we do this every year. So please, we encourage all that would like to welcome our students in the following years, because it makes for a whole good school year for our kids as they come in. Okay, at this time, we do have the Treasure Coast Titan Marching Band Student Leadership team here tonight, and we'll ask Mr. Perry if you will come back up. And we want to recognize you for your Summer's Penny Band Camp awards.
Madam Chair, school board members, Superintendent Gent, I'll just start with calling those students in. As I call your name, would you please come forward? Guard Captains Alyssa Altman and Samantha Fiera earned superior ratings for their evaluations at camp. Likewise, Ashani Kalori, drum majors, and Andreas Gonzalez earned superior ratings for their evaluations at the end of camp as well. Second Lieutenant Brain Kiernan earned first place for marching routine that he created for camp. And Band Captain Zoe Horn won the silver for most outstanding female leadership. First Lieutenants Alvino DiCarlo and Jordan Ragland both earned an award for outstanding leaders. Drum Captain Brent McFarland earned Outstanding Percussion Award. Alyssa Altman earned Outstanding Camper for Color Guard as well. And wrapping up the accolades, Alvina DeCarlo also earned Outstanding Leadership Camper for the second day. And as, come on, Mr. Hall. And as I mentioned to you earlier, Mr. Hall was nominated for the Tom Bishop Award. This award that honors someone who has made a dramatic turnaround in a band program, and we want to congratulate Mr. Hall, one of St. Lucy's finest, for the work he's done also. I want to also add that the Treasure Coast High School Band is beginning its 10th year and boasts a membership of 174 marching band members, 3 full concert bands, a jazz band, multiple percussion ensembles, and an 18-member color guard. So we're hoping that we'll see you at football games, at band concerts, at MPAs to support these wonderful students with everything that they've already started to do as leaders. One more time for all of them. We're going to get a photo op. Game this weekend? I'm going to need you to do better. Congratulations, students. And as you say at Treasure Coast High School, Titan born, Titan. There you go.
Great work, Tykins. We have no unscheduled speakers to come before us this evening, so we will close again with our reminder of our mission statement. The mission of St. Lucie County Schools is to ensure that all of our children graduate from safe and caring schools, equipped with the knowledge, the skills, and intelligence and desire to succeed. Our next board member meeting will be held September the 8th, 2015, and we say good night to all. We are adjourned.